Seriously, this lens is freakishly sharp. If the model wants to see what they're gonna look like in 10 years, go ahead and send them a raw image taken with this lens. You're gonna, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Manny Ortiz. I'm here with Katrina, and we're gonna be taking portraits with the Sigma 105 1.4. This is a Canon mount. The Sony E mount is not out yet, but it doesn't even matter. I'm focusing on image quality and the bokeh, right? Because this is the bokeh master lens. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions when we go back home, but right now we're gonna take some shots.
Let's go. Let's
All right,
go.
come on.
So this is why I don't like shooting with adapted lenses most of the time, because they do weird things, and you're gonna see a lot of times in this photo shoot, this lens just stopped focusing altogether.
Can't wait for the E mount version. All right, here we go. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm getting some flaring going on. Hold on.
So in these following shots using flash, you're gonna notice that the pictures look really washed out, and unfortunately it's because the lens doesn't handle that direct sunlight very well.
All right, go ahead. Hold it for 1 second. Hold it. One thing I already noticed that it doesn't work really good against the sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1, 2. Hold on. It's not even grabbing focus, for God's sakes. Come on. There it goes. Good. I'm more natural light, y'all. Again, this is my last shot with flash.
So all the images that you see in this video are straight out of camera, but this one I edited mainly because it's one of the few that wasn't washed out.
There it goes. 1, 2, 3. The focusing is absolutely terrible with the adapter in a backlit scene. Nothing. No focusing. Hold on. Gotta reconnect it. There he goes. 1, 2, 3. Good. 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 Wow, crazy flaring. Hold on, like this. Go ahead. Good. This is gonna be good to show people the flaring that goes on with this lens. It's pretty insane.
So I decided to move into the shade and away from that direct sunlight, and just to see what this lens is all about with clean lighting, with flat lighting, and my goodness, this lens does not disappoint.
These are so much cleaner. Good, good. Love that one. Good. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Hold on. I'm getting nothing but. That flare is, actually I like the flaring sometimes. Good. Look off to the side, this way. Perfect. Love it. This is straight up magical right here. Damn trees there though. I'm gonna have you pose, and you're gonna be like House of Wax. Okay. You're gonna stay still.
So when I finished up, I decided that I'm gonna take a quick comparison shot for you guys between the Sigma 105 and the Sigma 135 1.8. So both lenses are wide open, and I try to replicate the frame just to show you guys like what to expect from both of these lenses.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I gotta back up. 135. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. perfect.
Welcome back. Now, before I tell you everything you need to know about this lens right here, I want to let you know, if you are new here, consider subscribing, because this is what I do. I take lenses out, I use them on location, and I report back to you and let you know how it performs in the real world. So if you're into that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. Thank you for your support. Now, the Sigma 105 1.4, I know a lot of tech heads love to know the details and everything like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the tech specs before I tell you my rundown on this lens. Has 17 elements in 12 groups, has 9 rounded aperture blades. It has an aperture range of f1.4 to f16. It has a minimum focusing distance of 100 centimeters, and the filter thread, which is insane, is 105 millimeters. So it has a massive front element. I'm really happy to report that it does have a weather sealing gasket, which is sweet. Really nice weather sealing gasket, and it is built like a tank. Now, the reason why I have the 70-200 Sony here is because this lens actually weighs a little bit more than the 70-200. So if you don't like the weight of this lens, you're probably not gonna like the weight of this lens. Personally, I think that is not that bad. I was holding this lens pretty well, especially with the with the tripod collar. I can hold the collar, and it was pretty comfortable. I don't want people to focus so much on the weight because it isn't that heavy, but it is a kind of, it is a chunky lens, right? The optical quality is absolutely superb, absolutely amazing. It blew my mind. This is probably one of the best lenses that I've tested in a while, and I'm serious. Sharpness, we already know Sigma lenses are sharp. This lens is crazy. There's so much resolution. The way it renders the face is beautiful. I feel like it has a really nice micro contrast. You can just see it in the person's face, the way it renders the face. The fall off is crazy. Now, this lens is really close to the 85 millimeter range and the 135 millimeter, but there's something about that 105 at f1.4, just the way the person just pops out of the image. Like, whoa. Like, it kind of like, I was like, whoa, I definitely noticed a difference here. The pop factor, the 3D factor on this is crazy good. And the optical quality, I would say, is almost perfect. I mean, it is so freaking good. I couldn't find any flaws. When it comes to flaws, though, the only 2 flaws of this lens that I noticed against the sun, you see the sun coming in and the flaring that was happening and the image was kind of washing out. I mean, this is a big element here, right? And it has a big lens hood, but when that sun comes directly in here, it takes a lot of that contrast out. You get some really crazy flaring, kind of artistic, but there is a lot of flaring going on. That is a con, but in this lens's defense, a lot of lenses don't perform well against the sun, but my other lenses do perform better against the sun, so I have to let you know that. And also, using it with the adapter, the Sigma MC11 adapter, I ended up updating it to see if it improved it, and it's still pretty crappy. So if you are a Sony user, I would definitely wait for the E-mount version, because I have had nothing but positive things to say about the E-mount versions of the Sigma lenses so far. If you decide to get something like this, guys, I'm telling you, the images are so crispy. Seriously, this lens is freakishly sharp, and you see everything. So if you want to see what you look like, or if the model wants to see what they're gonna look like in 10 years, go ahead and send them a raw image taken with this lens. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. All right, so before I go, I want to send a huge shout out to VideoBlocks for sponsoring this video. VideoBlocks now offers a platform where videographers and content creators can grab B-roll clips for their YouTube video, for their After Effects template, or for their website. You can pretty much grab video clips for anything that you need. They're always adding and putting new video clips in there. So like for the beginning of this video, I wanted a drone aerial footage, right? I wanted some aerial footage of the forest that I was shooting at, but I couldn't fly a drone over that forest because the airport is right next to it. So what I did was I went to VideoBlocks and I grabbed some aerial clips of a forest and I put it all together, and it worked out. So let's just say you had a project where you needed some clips that, let's say you don't have the budget for, you don't own a drone, or whatever your case is. You can go to VideoBlocks and you can purchase royalty-free footage that you can use for whatever you want, 4K, HD. It is pretty cool. Make sure to check out VideoBlocks. Link is down below in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Again, thank you VideoBlocks for sponsoring this video. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next week. I got the 135mm Sigma and the 24mm 1.4 videos coming out soon. So see you next week. Peace.